what a rich morning. So we have one more, well, the big thing is moving it into action, right? I think we're full of inspiration and examples and insights. How's everyone doing? Are you guys, like, the next thing that's planned for before lunch is to share a little bit about a jogada, the tools that we're going to be using during our 7-stage journey in co-creating outcomes, policy on the ground, and digital outcomes. That's what we're creating the next few days until Friday, and that's where all the teams are going to present that. I know there's been a lot of conversations where the program is getting clearer and clearer to everyone. The goal right now is to have a little summary of that. But I just want to check, like, are you guys good for another, we just do a time check? Do you think we can do this in like 15 minutes? Is that cool? You guys, like, let's get it done, and then we'll prepare the rooms, and we'll know where you're going. And then when you come back from lunch, we're going to have 4 breakout rooms. So let me just kind of ground you in that right now. The 4 breakout rooms are this room, that room, the rotunda with the pterodactyl flying up above and the really cool sacred geometry, and the main hall. It's a little open, but it's just such a nice space, and so we thought it would be nicer to have one of the groups in there rather than a dark corner with another dinosaur bones. It's just too dark. So those are our 4 spaces. So what we're gonna do, so first of all, can I get a hand up for the intersection leaders? Who's gonna share the call to action? Great, so Kaio is gonna, Bruno, and from, okay, so we've got climate economics and saúde integral. Você vai falar disso? Muito bom, Mirna, okay. Thriving cities, bring it on, Felipe. And education for all. Who's representing education for all in the? Julio? Você? Ah, tá bom. Okay, perfecto. Okay, so we have all the, great. This is my favorite part because it's like, here's what we're here for, and this is my invitation to co-create. So first, yeah, baby, the global game, and we're gonna switch it up right here. So the Ajagata game board is really exciting. This is the first business gamification network ever, I think, in the whole world. Oh my gosh. And my super brilliant, creative, amazing friend, Rodrigo, has been very synchronistically, magically, all these things brought us together. I actually met him at a hostel, and then I was coming back from a trip, and he said, "Oh, we're having this event at Rio Startup Rio," and then he and Rafael and I were up talking until the wee hours of the morning, and anyway, then Rodrigo started bringing all of his really creative friends together, and that's how the Global Summit 5 team came together. It was because I ran into Rodrigo and he was inspired and invited his friends along. So anyway, little backstory. I'm gonna hand it over to you. We're gonna be doing this quickly, so thank you everyone for being ready for your calls to action after Rodrigo is complete. Obrigada.
Boa tarde a todos. Que momento feliz para mim estar chegando aqui.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's such a happy moment for me to be here. We really spent a lot of days, months imagining, dreaming with this moment. And as Melanie said, I'm a researcher of a subject that is still quite new. I like to call it the science of game, gameology, which is the basis for us to apply the methodology of the gamification. Gamification would be introducing aesthetics or mechanic of the games to make something repetitive, to make something more interesting with meaning and purpose. Examples of gamification that we know are apps like Waze, what all social networks bring to us. And according to the philosopher who was needed for this research to be made, Johan Huizinga, who is from Holland, gamification is present in our history for a long time. So we have just lived this historical and unique event here, which was the Olympic Games. And the Olympic Games come since ancient Greece, being a resource allowing nations to interrupt wars and conflict, to be together and celebrate sport and games and promote dialogues and diplomacy, solving conflicts in a better and cheaper way than the war. Romans learned a lot the power of game, and they created these architectures of the Colosseum, which is something that is perpetual in the circus policy, and probably they are and Brazil, who is the most Roman Catholic community, is perpetuating in the same way. So let's talk about this global game, the world as a game, in which we are the tools. And with this look, I invite you to forget which country you came from, where you are from, and think as a global player, a global citizen, which has the challenge of taking care of this planet. So the board will be used as a support for the 7th stage of sustainability to make it concrete, the physical support to deal with all the volume of information that will be circulating throughout this event. And this paper that was shared to you, was shared with you, will help you understand how to use the tool and envision the dimensions of the game that we'll be playing. So each dimension of this game is one of these rings, one of the circles. And in the biggest ring, we see the representation of the individual journey. So the individual journey that is passing through this complete circle is a journey of self-knowledge about what is the cost that you have for the planet in natural resources, water, food, energy, everything that is needed to produce all that, and your daily needs, the daily habits, your daily choices, and the balance of how much you cost to the planet and what you give back to the planet. In the second ring, in terms of area, we have the representation of the journey of you and your team. So in this complete cycle, you and your team will be challenged to redesign flows and processes and think and elaborate solutions for these global problems, suggesting new methods, new techniques, allowing in the end the generation of a natural profit, a profit for the planet.
Modelo de Gaia Profit.
So this is the model of Gaia Profit.
Nesse anel mais interno,
And in the inner ring, we see the journey
próprio summit.
of Summit itself.
Coletivo, um jogo.
We are in a collective game, everybody together with the same collective goal of solving this global game.
A meta que a gente quer alcançar
And the goal that we want to reach
elaborada pensando
was
nos próprios,
created thinking about
compromissos
the commitments of the Global Summit and empowerment works with reaching this mutation point of the planet, this critical mass, and yesterday José Pacheco mentioned that.
E esse é lógico, objetivo
And this is obviously something, a goal that we won't reach here during this event,
que é algo que
but it is something that is a commitment of the empowerment works and Global Summit
vai continuar em
to
desenvolvimento, né?
continue to be developed until we reach this goal of getting this mutation point. Otherwise, you know what will happen. We have a world that is full of problems and
Nos dando tempo de pausa.
they are not giving us a break. So in fact, our time is giving up, is ending up. So what is the proposal of this game? Well, the proposal, the idea is to take care of the planet, and it is very well represented by choosing this space here, the Museum of the Sciences of Earth. So we are in the ideal place to promote this game of taking care of the Earth.
E nessas áreas
And also,
mais externas do
in these external areas of the board, you see a space to work
o que vocês tiverem que
with
colher de exemplos,
what you have together as examples or references to create the solution.
Deconstrução, desconstrução
And deconstruct this concept. So it's kind of a reversal engineering of solutions,
novas,
new
eficientes,
solutions,
que vocês vão poder
effective solutions, so
desconstruir
that you can
e reelaborar para chegar em soluções ainda
unbuild
mais
and
inovadoras e
recreate for
eficientes.
innovative and efficient solutions.
Se vocês tiverem alguma dúvida,
If you have any help, please calm down and look for
procurem Playmaster mais próximo.
the playmaster that is closer to you. They will help you get familiar with the tool.
E, em resumo,
And
simplesmente
to sum up,
pensem fora da
simply
caixa
think out of
e
the
procurem se
box
divertir.
and try and have
Confiem na
fun.
criatividade,
Trust
no
your
poder infinito que ela tem,
creativity, the infinite
e
power it has,
vamos jogar.
and let's play.